In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my live trading session. We're looking at S&P 500 M&A futures. Time frame is 2000 tick chart. And we can see that the structure of the market is creating series of consistent lower highs and lower lows. So the market is trending lower. And as a price action trader, I cannot just trade this naked chart without a proper pattern, because every single time these candles are following some form of a pattern. So my goal is to look for some reasonable downtrend for channel to the downside. And the channel that I like and I'm going to be working is the channel that looks something like this, because I get multiple confirmations. I'm just going to make it a little bit tighter to make it fit nicely. It also gets the confirmation off of these lows. You guys can see this swing will stop the trend line, and this swing will confirm it. Prices are fitting fairly neatly inside this channel. So this is the channel that I'm working with. And right now, the structure of this market is bearish downtrend, and I'm looking for high probability setups to sell. I'm not selling at the bottom of this move. My goal is to wait for market to pull back to important key entry point, which is the EMA or the trend line, and in form of a high probability setup, only then I can sell. All right, so we broke the channel, and right now I'm expecting for prices to correct, let this bullish correction play out, and then if we push below EMA, I'm going to consider a failed second entry long for prices to create new extreme for the downtrend and push back below the exponential moving average. We straight up broke it. So right now you can see we are correcting. I cannot really go long just yet. We are far away from EMA, and the main bias for the day was quite bearish. So I'm just waiting here and see what the price action is doing. I'm just following the price action. I'm not really trying to be aggressive. Right now we have a breaking new high, so we can see if we can get continuation and resumption of bearish momentum. Right, traders, I'm about to take an engulfing entry. I'm going to go for 8 tick target profit. We're bouncing off my exit order, but we need to tick through, and we finally tick through. All right, so it was a quick, easy scalp. Our first trade, and you guys can see it was a quick momentum. But let me just quickly draw the channel. So we have a new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure. Just like we expected, uptrend played out with the break, a new high, strong push below EMA indicating bearish momentum, second entry long. Everybody going long is going to get trapped because the main bias with the trend is bearish. We identified the channel early on. First break for the channel, so we expect for prices to create new extreme following the trendline rule. Uptrend played out, created new high, so the correction played out, indicating that we can sell only after we push strongly below EMA. First entry long, second entry long, failure. Trap, confirmation of a bearish momentum right near the EMA. High probability setup. I took engulfing entry because it was a very quick momentum. We ticked higher just one tick and instantly reverse down, indicating quick trap. All right, so this was our first trade for the day. We'll see if we can get some runner, but can pull back or we can start going sideways. Anything is possible. I would like to get at least a couple points, trail it a little bit, but we are rejecting higher strongly. There may be some, you guys can see our runner just got hit. So you can see our runner got stopped out exactly at break even to the very tick. We didn't even get the chance to trail it. You can see how ES can be sometimes very efficient. Prices will come back just to hit the break-even stops before market continues pushing lower. But we can see that this downtrend created a break new low. We didn't reach a main new low for this main downtrend and a strong bullish rejection. So right now it's definitely starting to look like we're going sideways. We have news in a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to be patient now, wait for the news to play out. It can cause quite a volatility spike. I'm quite surprised we didn't manage to create new low. We have strong rejection now, and I have to follow the price action, so we will see what the prices will do now. The news are coming out in 1 minute. You can see the indecision the prices are indicating to us. Exponential moving average is completely flat. It is in the middle of these bars. We have a bunch of bars just stacked, overlapping right next to each other. This is indecision. This is a congestion. And I'm not interested in trading areas like this because you can get chopped in these areas fairly quickly. You can feel the need to take setups in both ways. This is how you know that you're supposed to be patient, because once you feel it is tempting to take a long and short at the same time, you're probably in a congestion in some form of an indecision structure, and it is very easy to get faked out. So right now I'm waiting for the news. We will see what the news will happen. Overall bias still remains fairly bearish because we expect for prices to create a new low at the end of the day. All right, and as you can see, prices indeed are following their bearish bias. We are very close to creating the new low for the downtrend, and we just hit the new extreme by a couple ticks, but there's some juice in this momentum, so we're definitely gonna create a couple more pushes. But I cannot sell at these lows. I'm definitely still waiting for high probability setup because the goal is to sell at the highs when the correction played out and when the high probability setup may appear. All right, resuming the video because we have a strong bearish bias that keeps continuing. So if I'm going to take a look at the structure, I can see that The prices is quite strong, selling off, so there is a possibility for wider pattern. So there is a series of lower highs here, which is forming nice geometric formation, allowing me to identify even flatter channel. If I drew it off the lows, I have 3 touches here, and right now we bounce off the low again. So there's a possibility that this wider channel is right now developing, and this may be the wider channel. So this is how I'm looking for these channels, because if we have a break in new low and prices keep pushing lower, we are not reversing at all. We're not even almost correcting. There's a high likelihood there is possibly another downtrend stronger working. So I've been sitting here without any other setup because prices are pushing lower and lower, but we don't really get a great setup that I would like to. And we have a couple of good second entry shorts, new low, first entry short, second entry short, new low, first entry short, second entry short, but they are forming above EMA. I would really prefer to see a nice lower high close to exponential moving average. So we just keep pushing lower, but the setups are really not just the clean ones I would like to enter. I'm just trying to tweak the largest spike on the channel, but the bias is down. I'm just letting this correction to play out because we were way overdue for a correction. But if this correction plays out, I'm still looking for short setups. The short-term uptrend correction just had a break, attempt to create new high. We had matching highs here and prices are strongly pushing below EMA. If I combine the fact that this short-term correction has a break and new high, which means it almost played out, and I combine it with the overall bias, I'm expecting for prices to form a failed second entry long trap because the main bias remains bearish. You guys can see we're pushing lower, but there is no pullback so far. So hopefully prices will give us a nice pullback. We didn't even get so far lower high. The correction just almost played out and we are strongly reversing down. Alright, so resuming the video, as we just had new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure, which looks good. I was supposed to take it. We pushed above EMA, which kind of made me a little bit worried because I wanted to see EMA rejecting prices. So this is a little bit unfortunate because context wise, felt second entry long, decent bearish bar. Just the fact that we pushed above EMA first, I almost thought that we might not even get the setup because I thought that the setup is going to not form while we were pushing above EMA, but it suddenly pushed back below. If this tick high and reverse down, this would have been a much better entry, but with these matching highs, we didn't even tick higher above this bullish bar. So I was expecting for prices to give me another little chance on a second entry short. Alright, so the main channel just has a break. If we push below EMA, I'm going to focus on failed second entry long, but it needs to form below EMA. We right now have first entry long that didn't push below EMA, but we can see if we can manage to push below EMA and give us a failed second entry long because the bias is still quite a strong bearish bias. It just may take a little bit longer for the correction to play out, but we'll see. Prices strongly rallied up higher. We had a downtrend working lower with the break new extreme. We had a first entry short pullback, second entry short failure. We're above EMA. We have a strong bullish rally. Had this second entry short failure form closer to EMA, I would have liked entering here. But if you can see, if I'm going to take a look at the hard right side of the chart, it's quite far at the EMA and you're entering at the very high of the move. The momentum was there, nice signal bar. I took a short break and the market managed to rally strongly. So right now I need to find a brand new pattern and we can see we have a nice uptrend working higher, confirmation here, confirmation here. First two swings will set up the trend line, third swing will confirm it. So we have nice uptrend working higher. We have two-legged pullback, first leg down, pullback, second leg down, indicating end of the correction. And right now we expect for prices to follow the trend line rule and to create new extreme, new high for this uptrend. Alright traders, so I'm resuming the video as we have a larger two-legged pullback down and we may have a failed second entry short forming very soon here. We have a new low, first entry short pullback, second entry short failure. We have a nice big bearish bar, and if we trigger below this big bearish bar, we may have a failure of a second entry short. We also have first leg down, pullback, second leg down, push above EMA confirming the bullish momentum. So I need to see a nice bullish reversal bar reversing here for me to take a failed second entry short. Right here, so I'm preparing my limit order. If we can get the trigger on this failed second entry short, uptrend needs to get new extreme. So far we haven't triggered yet. We also have a nice two-legged visual pullback second entry long on 10,000 tick chart at the exponential moving average at the key entry point. We only have 200 ticks left, so we need to quickly reverse here, otherwise we may not get the trigger. And it looks like we will not get the trigger here, so I need to cancel the order. Right guys, so I'm going to enter continuation of the failed second entry short higher low So what happened here, this is quite frustrating because we didn't trigger right on the failed second entry short, as you can see, and then we got high-low confirmation after that, but I didn't get filled. Market just quickly read up higher, 2 legs down, larger visual 2-leg pullback, second entry long on 10,000 tick chart, and uptrend needs to create new extreme. Also nicely confirming the support. This is just part of trading. Context is so perfect here. Notice this uptrend is new high, larger 2-leg pullback, push above EMA, first entry short, second entry short failure, reversal pattern, and the high-low confirming it. I'm going to go for 10 tick target profit because we just had new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, and I just drew this wider pattern. I'm just gonna copy it, put it at the top. The bias still remains bullish, and you guys can see this was a nice big bearish bar, quickly reversed up, showed strong buying pressure, new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long of 2 key entry points off the EMA, off the channel. Uptrend still needs to get new high. We missed this first setup here, but this is still confirming the overall bias. We still need to get new high for this main uptrend. Larger 2-leg pullback down, and we have new high, first entry long, second entry long. I'm going for 10 tick target profit because the stop loss is quite big. It looked very bearish and it strongly reversed into nice bullish reversal bar. So prices really want to create the new extreme, strongly holding above EMA, and the trend line got confirmed as well. And there was a quick reaction, so we managed to get out. Prices most likely will go higher and reach this new extreme of the previous channel. Prices form new low, first entry short pullback, second entry short. So the can reset here, and a first entry short pullback, second entry short failure again. So you could have entered here as well, but I wanted to see a little bit more of a confirmation. I didn't want to jump the gun too quickly after missing the setup. But this second entry long right now is a nice confirmation, and prices are quickly coming back for a runner, but that doesn't matter. Runner is just a bonus. We reached our scalp, we scalped up 5 contracts, and the runner at this point on is just a bonus. And our runner just got hit at break even. So prices almost reached new high. I still expect for prices to create new high. It's taking a little bit longer, but I'm gonna wrap it up. I took quite a decent break. It was nice to get a quite easy price action pattern here. Larger 2-leg pullback played out, uptrend is new high, and a strong push above EMA. Really shame that we missed this setup right here. I played a little bit too safe. I was supposed to be a little bit quicker here, but you get another high probability setup quickly after new high, first entry long, second entry long. So I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Good luck, everybody.